right, welcome to this episode of The Basement, episode 3 of The Basement. Let's clear this out. Hopefully that didn't. Oh well.
Yo, before we even start, I see you brought down our little title.
Yeah, why'd you bring the title down, Isaac?
We all know why.
I was requested to bring it down.
He wants to be one with the real champ. I got you, bro. Say less.
I was requested to bring it down by this kid.
I did not request him to bring it down.
He told me to bring it down.
I did not tell him to bring it down.
He told me to bring it to the basement.
Fuck you in this basement.
Okay. No, we're friendly. All right. We're gonna head into our first subject of the day, which is basketball. Isaac, do you know any standings going on?
Standings, I know that as of today, January 22nd, 2024, that the Oklahoma City Thunder, my personal team, are one game away from the 1 seed in the West.
Who is the 1 seed in the West?
The Minnesota Timberwolves.
they're the number 1
seed.
They
play today. They play today against the Indiana Pacers. Now, my mistake. They play the Charlotte Hornets today. I am going to be the biggest Hornets fan today. OKC does not play today, so I'm praying on the Minnesota Timberwolves down.
Yep.
The updated power rankings that I saw on Instagram had OKC at 5, dropping down 5 spots.
That's kind of crazy.
That's unfortunate. Had the Clippers moving up, had the Celtics moving up, the Nuggets moving up. I don't know how those teams are better than Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City, best team in the league. I don't care. Mm-hmm. Boston's the best team in the league. I lied. But Boston, I don't know who they play today. Pretty sure they play. I'll probably watch the game.
Yeah. But
you already know. Praying on the downfall of the Boston Celtics, the Milwaukee Bucks, the Minnesota
Timberwolves, yeah.
And Clippers, Nuggets. Those are the 5 teams I hope lose. So OKC's on top.
All right. Is that all you got to say for today?
That's all I got to say today.
All right.
Oh.
What's up?
Shout out to my glorious King LeBron.
Oh, my God. No. All right, playoffs.
NFL
playoff. We got some stuff to talk about. What game you want to start with, Isaac?
We're going to start off with the Texans-Ravens game.
Texans, what the hell are you doing?
Texans, what are we doing here?
That was terrible. The first half, you played great. Great football.
Debatable.
It was 10-10.
10-10.
It was actually, you know what? No, they played terrible football all game. The only reason they got that 10-10.
Hold on. I know we are on a time schedule, and I hate to interrupt. This isn't my segment, but can we just point out something real quick? I'm gonna pull this up. I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. I might have messed up the mic. Let's pull this to the side. Look at the standings and then look at the mistake he's made.
Yeah, you see the mistake?
Yes. Why is the Bills and the Kansas City are up here? I don't know if you all can see this. I'm sorry, I'm in your way. You got to see my fat ass. But they're right here. They're here. How did the Ravens jump a whole nother fucking league? Meanwhile, the Kansas are up here. It's just funny, and I had to mention that.
I'll explain it.
No, because you're dumb.
Anyway.
Edit your shit right.
Anyway, sorry about.
Stick to your category, buddy. Get your ass off the screen.
All right. Anyway, so basically, 10-10. The only reason they made it 10-10 was
touchdown on the punt return.
The punt return, yeah, and that was freaking.
Then after that, halftime, they couldn't get it going on offense, couldn't get a stop on defense.
And the final score was 34-10.
34-10. Yeah, the defense made too many mistakes. Couldn't contain Lamar.
We actually watched this on my birthday dinner, which was
they could not contain Lamar. Next game
was the Niners-Packers.
Niners-Packers.
Packers. Oh my God, Jordan Love. What the actual hell are you doing?
I was unable to watch the game, but I did go up and see one play. I saw one play of that game.
And that was what I'm talking about.
And that was the Jordan Love cross-body, cross-field, in triple coverage, interception to lose the game.
That was terrible. It was a terrible play.
Jordan Love, you just got to be smarter than that.
You got to be smart. And I heard that he hadn't made a mistake since week something against the Panthers or something. I don't remember.
I don't know.
But he hadn't made a mistake, and you can't make that mistake against the number 1 seed.
You can't.
Like the 49ers.
In the playoff spot, at that point, you just got to take off, try to get some yards, throw it away, reset the play clock, get a new play, or just you can't throw it across your body in triple coverage.
You can't do that.
In that situation.
And that's why they lost. They missed a field goal earlier in the night too. That's another big one. Lions,
Buccaneers.
Go Lions.
Lions
looking great right now, man.
Lions going for it on 4th and goal from the 1 yard line, pays off, gets them the touchdown.
Yeah.
But was Baker Mayfield on that last possession that they had.
It was not a very good pass.
I mean, I understand that you want to get the ball out, but you can't force that.
Also, another thing that I realized, Isaac, was that Todd Boyles, is that the coach?
Mm-hmm.
It was going to be 4th down. It was going to be 4th down, but he didn't call timeout.
It was
he's like, oh, the game's over.
The Lions.
You can't play like that, man.
The Lions had taken a knee early in the play clock, which means if the Buccaneers would have used the final timeout, they would have got the ball back with about, I'd say, 30 seconds.
But they would have kicked the field goal, and if they made it, then it might have been impossible. But what if they missed? Then look, now you're in great field position. You're in great field position. Yeah. You run it down, touchdown, 2-point. You're going overtime. No, and they shouldn't have went for the 2-point conversion the play before that.
They shouldn't have,
and they did like idiots, and that's why they lost.
It is what it is.
And
the final game.
Oh my God!
The Kansas City Chiefs against the Buffalo Trash Cans.
Wide right?
Huh?
What? I thought they were the Buffalo Wide Rights.
What's that? Oh, the Buffalo Wide Rights.
Anyway,
Buffalo.
That's how they lost the game.
Rights.
That's how they lost the game.
That's how they lost the game.
A missed field goal. And the reason we're saying wide right, if you're a Buffalo Bills fan, you know it was wide right in the Super Bowl. You should have won that one too. Anyway, but no, the game was over when you guys faked the freaking punt. What were you do? We were watching the game live, and I said, watch the fake, and my brother's like, I don't think he's gonna fake it.
Why is he gonna fake it? But then I seen Damar Hamlin.
By the way,
back and forth from side to side. I'm like, what is he doing? What is he doing?
I
Next
said,
thing you know, they hiked the ball straight to him.
Straight to Damar.
I mean, you gotta dial up a better play call. If you're gonna run a fake punt.
That was terrible.
Have someone running up the middle,
and that was
just
terrible.
in case you get stuff like that in that little formation, in that little box, so you can try to throw it to him.
And that was terrible.
Terrible.
It was terrible play calling, and we got the ball back. We were going to score again.
And
it was some BS calls, but, I don't know if it was BS. I'm just going to say, oh, well, it rolled into the back of the end zone. They got it back. They punted. We punted. Then they got it back, went down, missed the field goal, and we won the game.
I mean, yeah.
And all those Bills fans were talking shit, saying that we weren't going to win the game. And, I don't know, man.
The Chiefs, we're going to go to Baltimore this next week.
Sixth straight AFC Championship appearance.
That is true.
And Mahomes has been there every single year he's been a starter. Crazy stat line right there. Yeah. Another crazy stat line, from 2011 to now, the only two quarterbacks who have played in the AFC Championship are Mahomes and Brady. They've been in it every single year from that moment. So that's another crazy stat line. So we're going to do this now. Super Bowl predictions. Here we go. We got 4 teams here.
Chiefs Lions.
I got that. Chiefs Lions all day. What started the season is going to end the season.
Can I make a prediction?
Sure.
No, this is not your segment, buddy. But go ahead. Throw out a prediction.
I'm going to go... Yeah, I'm going to go Chiefs Lions.
Chiefs Lions.
Thanks for the prediction, buddy.
Wow, thanks for getting knocked the fuck out.
What the Kansas City Chiefs do, personally, I know what the weaknesses are. I know what their strengths are. The Kansas City Chiefs on defense, they need to stop Lamar Jackson on 3rd down. Need to stop him in the red zone. On offense, we need to not turn the ball over, and then we need to score when we get in the red zone. We can't settle for field goals all the time.
No, we were starting to settle for field goals against the Bills, but then we got some good touchdowns late. So all I know is the script writers are writing, man. We got 4 storylines going on here.
Right now we got either
the logo
the
color,
Ravens,
Niners, or we have the Chiefs, Lions. And the other thing about those two teams,
Chiefs, Lions.
number 1, number 3.
Number 3. We started off the season. It could end off the season.
That would be crazy.
Chiefs, Niners. Rematch of Super Bowl 4 years ago?
3 years ago? 54. Super Bowl 54. So this is going to be 59. No, 58. This is going to be 58.
So 4 years ago, right. 4 years ago. Or Ravens, Lions. They played in the regular season. Yeah. Lions got blown out.
Lions got killed, man.
But,
but no, man. I
think it's going to be Chiefs, Lions. But if not, then I just kind of want it not to be the Ravens or the Niners.
But, Chiefs, baby. And if we lose, it's been a great season. Everyone was counting us out, man. It's like, come on, man. What are we doing? they're counting the Chiefs out, and they should never count the Chiefs out because the Chiefs made it to the AFC Championship once again.
Yep.
Is there any other things we should add about the playoffs this year?
No.
I don't think there's anything else anyway. So, I think that's going to be our time for Isaac today. Thank you, Isaac.
Farewell.
Yeah.
Grab your belt. No.
Wow, he just left.
Get my belt then. I'll be taking that. That looks so stupid. My turn.
Before we finish, before we go, that will be on the line next week on the podcast.
By the way, can I just say something?
What's up?
I actually think it's gonna be Ravens Lions,
Ravens.
1v1. But I didn't want
wanna
to say
say
that
that?
while I'm like 2-against-1 with Chiefs fans.
No, that's cool, man. I mean, the Ravens Lions is a great matchup.
I don't think 49ers win.
I
that's the only
I
thing.
want the Lions to
I think-
upset them. You're right, man.
I think 49ers get smoked by the Lions. I don't think the Chiefs can smoke the Ravens.
it'll be close. It'll be close, but we'll see.
All
Anyway,
right, well, let's
ready for
move
your-
on to my segment. Let me
Oh,
move
man.
this out the way, ladies and gentlemen. This is Strickland, Duplessis, UFC 297. Results and thoughts. Because I didn't watch the pay-per-view because $80 is a bit too much for my blood.
$80 is a bit too much. Yeah, I would agree.
I would start buying them if I had somebody to buy them with, but nobody can spend $80 to. Actually, I think it's like 90 or something.
That's
something ridiculous.
That's ridiculous, man.
To watch the UFC events. But let's talk about it. So he doesn't know. Again, he doesn't know shit.
I know the main event. I knew Strickland. I kind of knew
Strickland
Duplessis.
versus Duplessis.
Should we talk about that first, or we get to that last?
I think we got to get to that last.
All right,
I
that's the main
don't
event, you're
know all that much that happened.
Okay, you're gonna look
I
up
didn't
the
know
card.
the prelims. I don't know a lot that happened. I don't know a lot. I know the main card pretty well.
Alright.
So let's start off with the first fight on the main card, which is featherweight Arnold Allen versus Movsar Ivolev. I don't know. Is that guy right there?
Evolev, yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Go
know.
with that. These fights
It
aren't
was
even
boring.
These fights aren't even that cool. I mean, I don't really
You
know.
don't know.
Do you know?
You don't know.
Do you know
I know
anybody?
Arnold Allen. Arnold Allen's really cool. I know Movsar.
Who won that fight.
Movsar, from what I understand, it was boring. It was
Okay.
really boring. That I'm pretty sure Movsar just put him up against the fence and kept him up against the fence, and just controlled. It's boring.
Okay.
Chris Curtis versus Marc-Andre Berriut. Definitely said that wrong. I'm sorry, but sorry.
No, you're good.
It doesn't always need to be like that.
I know, man.
Just let me ASMR a little bit. Would you guys like me to give you tingles? I'll give you tingles. That's really strange. Yeah, that one was another decision. From what I heard, actually, Chris Curtis had a couple problems with commentary of Dominic Cruz. Dominic Cruz, best bantamweight of all time. I don't care what anybody says. The man came back after like 4 years of being injured, won the belt off T.J. Dillashaw, no small feat.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Then lost to Cody Garbrandt in a decision.
Yeah.
He beat Uriah Faber again.
Yeah.
But, that fight, from what I understand, was nothing special.
No.
It was just a classic, two middleweights fighting one another. From what I understood, it was a lot of big, meaty hooks and, big punches.
Yeah.
Looked like a big sparring fight from what Dominic Cruz was saying.
Yeah.
Chris Curtis took a little bit of offense to that, but from what I understand, it wasn't a big deal. Mike Mallet was an up-and-comer in the welterweight division, and he got fraud-checked by knockout nobody Neil Magny.
Knockout nobody.
So I like Neil Magny. Neil Magny's a good fighter. He's a well-rounded fighter. He's not an entertaining fighter. By no means is he entertaining. But he's good. And he doesn't knock nobody out. Nobody. He holds people against the fence and cruises them along to a decision. And Mike Mallet got fraud checked. If Neil Magny knocks you out, you get fraud checked. Because Neil Magny's the gatekeeper.
Yeah.
If you can get past him, you're good enough to maybe be a top 10, maybe be a top 15 fighter in the welterweight division. If you can't get past Neil Magny, you're not going to get far.
No.
I think Ian Gary. I don't know whether he fought. No, he fought Neil Magny. He didn't fight Jeff Neal. But no, Ian Gary got past Neil Magny, so now Ian Gary becoming a star, even though he's a cuck. Ian the cuck Gary. We don't like Ian Gary.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Malik got fraud-checked, in my opinion. And because he got knocked out by Neil Magny. Nobody gets knocked out by Neil Magny.
No.
From what I understand, Neil Magny doesn't even have power in his hands. I've never seen him knock anybody out. This is the first time I've ever seen him do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he got fraud-checked, and I think he's going to go back down the card. Next up, we have... Was this for a title? Or is this just a fight? It was Raquel Pennington versus...
was it the women's
Myra,
fight? I think it was for the title.
I don't know, like, genuinely. But Raquel Pennington, a girl I don't even know. I know who the Silva girl is, but I didn't know Pennington until this fight. And apparently Pennington just dominated it. Start to finish, she just whipped her ass.
Okay, then.
It was not close.
I didn't watch the fights. I was busy with other things.
Neither did I.
Okay.
Neither did I. I'm just saying what I've heard.
Yep.
I've looked at the stats.
Yeah.
I don't know. So take everything I say with a grain of salt. Sean Strickland versus Dricus Du Plessis. Let's get to the big boys.
I heard Drew Plessis won.
He did win.
Du Plessis, whatever.
Du Plessis, he won by split decision over Sean Strickland. Here's where we get into the strange problems.
I don't. Did you watch the fight or did you see the highlights or something?
I did see the highlights.
Highlights, okay. Well,
but
heard.
my friend, I have some simple fight stats for you.
Okay.
Knockdowns, 0 on both sides.
Yep.
Submission attempts, 0 on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Total strikes, we have Sean Strickland, who attempted 419. He hit 183 at a 43.7% accuracy rate.
Mm-hmm.
Du Plessis hit 140 at a 358 with a 39.1% accuracy.
So he threw less punches, but that would make more.
Still wasn't as accurate as Sean.
Yeah.
Sean was still more accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Significant strikes. This was a lot of significant strikes. It's nowhere near the max, because I think the max is like 275 set by Jared Cannonier in middleweight. But Sean hit 173 significant strikes out of 408 at a 42.4%. So 42.4%. So like literally only 1%. If he would have threw 1% more significant strikes, he would have just thrown only significant strikes, which is insane. Meanwhile, Du Plessis also coming up with about the same, hit 137 significant strikes. Both guys were throwing bombs.
Yeah.
On the stats.
Yeah.
From what I heard, it was a boring fight. Oh, takedowns, by the way, takedowns. Du Plessis landed 6 takedowns out of 11 attempts. I can't. I already closed it. I'm not gonna pull it back up, and I would tell you the percentage. So this fight's very controversial right now. I believe whoever the judges raises their hand deserve to win on this one. Specifically on this one, not like overall. Like if the judge raises their hand, that guy deserves to win. No. But Dricus and Sean went to war.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen any of the after photos.
I do not.
I'll show you them afterwards.
Okay.
But Sean claims he got busted open by a headbutt. That Du Plessis headbutted him and he got busted open real bad right here in his eye.
Ooh.
And he could have took a no contest. Du Plessis' face was nearly swollen shut. That's how much Sean was putting on him. I can't tell you who I think won. Because I'm gonna look like everybody else. Because I know who I think I won, and I think it's Sean. I think Sean outstruck him.
A lot of people think Sean Strickland won and Du Plessis didn't, but
so what I hear from a lot of people is that Du Plessis mixed it up more, and I understand it's mixed martial arts, but let me put it to you like this: at least MMA fans. I don't know if we have a lot of MMA fans who watch this, or
we don't have any fans who watch this yet.
Shut up. Of course you have fans. You're our fans. Whoever's watching this, we love you.
Are they even watching?
I hope you come back. If you do come back, I'll make you feel warm and special.
Okay. No.
I'll give you ASMR if you want.
What?
Just leave a comment. If you want ASMR, I'll do it. But anyway, moving on. If you know of the fight, I forget who it was, but it was Rod Tang versus somebody else. I believe it was a super fight in the Muay Thai world. There's so many ways to say Muay Thai. I know somebody's going to be mad about the way I said it.
Yeah.
But anyway, moving on. I'm pretty sure it's like that. Because everyone said Rod Tang outstruck him, but the other dude won by a split decision, I think. It was a split decision or unanimous decision.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where it's like, well, that's a robbery, that's a robbery, that's a robbery. It's like, yes, Rod Tang outstruck him. He 100% outstruck him.
Yeah.
But the guy did more in the world of Muay Thai. So that's where I have to bring it up over here. What do you think, as a casual? You're an extreme casual. I am a casual trying to be more of a hardcore fan.
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest, I'm a casual.
What are you doing, bud?
What did you do?
I didn't do anything. Hold on. Okay.
Why does your thing do that? Fix your damn computer.
That's how it does it on all computers. Hey, keep your elbow.
He sucks.
Keep
Screw him.
the elbow away.
Anyway, I'll ask you as a casual, what do you think is more important in a fight? Dealing more damage, landing more punches, kicks, strikes in general. Or, in a fight that's mixed martial arts, mixing up, throwing in takedowns, kicks, punches, maybe attempting submissions, controlling your opponent on the ground. You know, what is more important? Damage and strikes, because that's what you're good at, or mixing everything up?
I mean, if you mix everything up, does that give you better points, or I don't?
I'm asking you. I'm not telling you the scoring system.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say, if you mix it up, I think it's more entertaining maybe than just using what you know. Because if you use what you know, obviously you're probably gonna win the fight. If you mix it up a bit, then that means you know a lot. Obviously, I mean, I would think you would stick to what you're good at and not go to something else if you're not good at it, because then you might mess up and then get choked out or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So that's pretty much the question you got to ask here. Do we count on who's able to mix it up better, which is our friend Duplessis here, or who's better at what they do by themselves, which is Sean. Sean is an amazing boxer.
Yeah.
He's probably the best boxer in the middleweight division. And the middleweight division is full of no slouches. Like, you got guys like Robert Whittaker, who I believe had one of the worst knockouts ever. Because Duplessis, I'm not taking away anything from Duplessis. Duplessis is an amazing fighter, but he knocked out Rob in one of the strangest ways ever, I have to say. Because we watched that fight, I remember, because I was so sad that Robert got knocked out. I love Robert. Robert's my favorite fighter in the middleweight division. He's actually my favorite fighter in the UFC. But, Duplessis was, like, scared to engage on the feet with Robert, which is weird. Duplessis is such a weird fighter, and I genuinely don't think he beats most of the top five, other than maybe Robert and Sean. Just because he has beat them. He's just so strange. Because he has weird cardio, he has weird punches, kicks, attacks in general.
Yeah.
I think that one way or another, Duplessis isn't going to hold that belt long. Which unfortunately means we're going back to the era before Robert and Izzy were champion of the middleweight division, where it's just going to be passing the belt back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Because like, let's look at the champions before Robert and Izzy. It was Luke Rockhold, who lost it to... Okay, I'll actually go, I think, in order, because I think it wasn't... I think Silva left. Either that or Silva got beat by Luke, but I think that was Vitor.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Shut up. Just let me talk. Luke either beat Anderson or Vitor. I may be completely wrong on both of those. Then he lost the belt to Bisping. Bisping lost the belt to GSP. GSP never fought Robert. Robert beat Yoel to become the interim champion. Fought Yoel Romero again to solidify he was the champion. But neither were title defenses. Then he had to fight Izzy, and then Izzy won the belt.
And Izzy had the belt for a minute, but...
Izzy had the belt until Pereira.
Yeah.
Then Pereira beat Izzy. Izzy then beat Pereira. Izzy then got beat by Sean. Sean then got beat by Dricus. We're going into the thing of the middleweight division where no one's a dominant champion.
Yeah.
Izzy wasn't even a dominant champion. I like fucking Israel.
I actually know Izzy.
Israel Adesanya was not a dominant champion. He won by a lazy decision over Jared Cannonier. He was gonna probably try to win another lazy decision over Sean. I'm not gonna lie, he finished Robert Whitaker in their first fight. He nearly got beat by Robert in their second fight. He had an interesting fight with Marvin Vettori, which was weird. He styled on fucking Paulo Costa, so he had one of the most boring fights of all time with Yoel Romero. So 1, 2, 3, 3 boring fights of Izzy's reign, and then 1, 2, 3, 3 great fights of Izzy's reign. Because Izzy had Robert, Izzy had Vettori, and Izzy had Costa.
Yeah.
And he styled on all 3 of those guys.
You got any news to share for the UFC?
Yes, we do. We're gonna move on to the next big thing in the UFC, which is unfortunately a fight night that I will need to research before I can tell you more. So I'm gonna move on to a fight night. Do I actually know anything about this fight night? No.
So you got some fight night. What are these dates, though? Maybe we can just share the dates with us.
Yes, we got a fight. Okay, we got 2 fight nights coming up. The first one is going to be on February 3rd.
February 3rd, that's a little bit away.
And that's going to be, the main event is going to be Roman,
I was about to say, don't say Roman Reigns.
no, we're going to bring him up later. Oh my
Yeah.
God, I can't say any of these guys' names.
Okay.
I got the fight night afterwards, which is on February 10th, which is Jack Hermanson and Joe Pyfer.
All right.
And then I have the top 3 fights. Actually, I can talk about this whole main card very quickly. Just rattle off the names.
Right.
We have Anthony Hernandez taking on Inkrab Why the fuck do you say that last name? You can try. You're not going to get it.
Anthony Henderson. Oh, wait. Where are we at?
Bottom.
Ikram Algasov.
Yep, we're going to move on. We have Merab Dishivali. Merab.
God,
We have Merab.
Can you not talk today, man?
Dude, you try saying these Russian names.
Yeah.
Do I look like I'm a fucking translator?
No.
We have Merab taking on Henry Cejudo. That's the most one-sided fight I've ever seen. Merab's gonna fucking molest him. I didn't touch it.
Okay, all right.
We have Jeff Neal against Ian Gary. Finally get that match. We have Robert Whitaker. Bobby Nux.
Robert's here.
Bobby Nux against Paulo Costa. Paulo, don't pull out. Don't be a bitch. Don't be a bitch, Paulo. You fucking pull-out machine.
And
You fucking bitch. Not what I meant, and you know it. Fuck you, Paulo. I fucking hate you, Paulo. I can't wait for Robert to kick your ass.
Any news on UFC? Sorry.
Shut the fuck up. And the main event for UFC 298,
There we go.
Alexander the Great Volkanovski versus Ilya Topuria.
Okay.
Now, let's move on to a big UFC event, the biggest, UFC 300, and then we're going to stop the conversation.
That's a while from now. Well, that's 2 more fight nights. But go to 300. Is there anything scheduled yet?
There's a lot. And I'm going to rattle off quite a bit real quick, so keep up, ladies and gentlemen. We got Bobby Green versus Jim Miller, Davison Figueiredo versus Cody Garbrandt,
Right.
Charles Oliveira versus Armin Sarukian,
Ooh, okay.
Bo Nickel versus Cody Brundage,
know those guys.
Calvin Kattar versus Aljamain Sterling, Yuri Prochaska versus Alexander Rakic, Weili Zhang versus Jan Zenin?
I don't know.
Xion? I'm going to go with Xion. And then we have Justin Gaethje versus Max Holloway.
Oh, whoa.
So
Justin Gaethje and Max Holloway?
So talk real quick. I don't know if this is correct. This might just be what the UFC has posted at the moment. But right now, the main event is Justin Gaethje versus Max Holloway.
That's a good one.
It's a good fight. It's a great fight. But it's for the BMF title. It's not for an actual title.
The BMF title.
It's also in lightweight, so it's taking no problem for Justin because he stays his natural. He stays at the weight class he fights at. But Max has to move up 10 pounds.
We can't forget about the man who originally held the BMF belt,
Jorge Masvidal.
Jorge Masvidal. He never lost it. Did he won it, never lost it, or something?
He never lost it, but he retired.
Yeah. All right.
Well, actually, he said he's unretired, but I don't think
No,
he's
he
ever going
didn't.
to fight again. He did.
Oh my god.
That's scheduled at the least on Google as the main event. I don't know if that's the actual main
We'll
event.
find out when it's closer to
Yes.
300. We might buy that one actually because it's.
Oh yeah, dude, it's a huge card, and I love a lot of these fights. I hope Charles I hope Bobby Green gets humbled again like he did against Jalen Turner.
Are you still mad about Tony Ferguson getting beat by him?
I was never mad about it. I was disappointed that Bobby had to fucking poke him in the eye because that was definitely
he was
intentional.
winning the fight too, man. Well, we're not gonna.
Which was so strange.
It was in the past.
Yeah, it's whatever. Davison Figueiredo versus Cody Garbrandt. That's gonna be interesting. I don't think Cody's chin can take on fucking the God of War. Charles Oliveira versus Arman Sarukian. Armin's about to either prove that he's one of the greatest in the lightweight division, or he's gonna get fucking fraud checked. He's gonna get fraud checked by Charles, in my opinion. That's what I believe. I think he's gonna get fraud checked. Either that, or he's gonna prove he's one of the best, and I'm gonna be really sad because then my second favorite fighter is gonna get knocked out, and I'm gonna be really sad. We have Bo Nickel versus Cody Brundage. Right now, that's actually scheduled above Charles and Armin, which should not happen. There's actually a lot of fights that are scheduled above Armin and Charles, which shouldn't happen. But this is a good card. It's not stacked.
It's not very stacked, but it's a good card.
We have Calvin Kattar versus Aljamain. Aljamain making that move up to featherweight. We're gonna see. Calvin Kattar's no slouch. Calvin Kattar got the shit whipped out of him for fucking 3 to 5 rounds by Max Holloway, and he stayed up standing. He's a good boxer. He's not the best boxer in the UFC. We know who that is, Max. Just quickly to wrap up, Yuri Prochazka versus Alexander Rakic. I don't think Yuri's going to lose. Yuri's too fucking wild. And Yuri's either going to get knocked out badly and I'm going to cry again because my third favorite's going to get fucked up.
Okay, that's enough of the
I'm really
favorites. That's enough of the favorites.
Weili Zhang is fighting Yan. Yeah. I think Weili, she's just a monster. She's going to take that. Gaethje versus Holloway is the only one that I would like to not talk about, because I would like to talk about when we're closer to UFC 300, because that one is going to be a lot of debate.
Yep.
So that's where we're going to end with the UFC section. So we move on to
Royal Rumble, and I'm going to just do the recaps for Raw real fast and SmackDown. You can listen in, and then we can do this. Before we start, I am making my predictions for the Royal Rumble here. I will not be making my predictions for the Women's Royal Rumble. No, I'm not sexist. I just didn't have time to do both. We put this together pretty...
Correction, he's too lazy to do both.
That too. Anyway, let's start off with the boring show, which it usually is these days, which sucks because it used to be the best show on television.
Raw?
Monday Night Raw. I'm only going to talk about 3 segments, kind of. Not even that. I don't really know what happened on Raw because I was busy watching the NFL games. But, let's start with the easier one. The Judgment Day issues with R-Truth is getting funnier and funnier. You know what I mean, man? Funny. R-Truth trying to join them. Not working out. He actually sold some merch for him and gave him the money. It was funny. Stupid. Also, I think the DIY whooped up on Dominic and JD. I'm not surprised. Then we're going to head into this next part. Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes had a promo about something. I don't remember much, but I know that Cody and Drew are both in the Royal Rumble match, so we'll see how that goes. And here's the one that I kind of want to talk with you about. Jinder Mahal versus Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins wins the retains the title. Jinder Mahal almost won the title, bro. You listening? I was listening to yours. Jinder Mahal almost won the title, right? It's crazy. But now Seth Rollins is injured. What do you think that they should do?
And why do you think I don't listen? Because one of the few people I like on Raw is now injured. He's going to miss WrestleMania. I am getting done with this fucking company. I've been done with this company. But I'm still gonna watch, because I'm still interested. I'm still sick how they treat my boy Finn Balor. I'm still sick how they treat my boy Damian Priest. I'm still sick how they treat my boys. Also, no, I don't like NXT.
Sorry.
Deal with it.
Yeah, we don't talk about NXT. Sorry. Oh well. Let me see if I can find the SmackDown results. If not, I think I should. Come on. I might not be able to. but I can try and remember what happened on SmackDown. I'll just do a quick recap. I'll just do a quick recap. Roman starts off the show telling Paul, why can't you effing fix it? Fix the damn problem, right? So he goes down. So
What does he want him to fucking murder Nick Aldis?
I don't know, man. So Nick Aldis comes out, says it's time for the contract signing. They all come down and sign the contract, right?
He's not gonna sign it.
Nope, he's not. Paul comes out and says Roman Reigns will not be signing that contract today. So you know what Nick Aldis says? Nick Aldis is like, you know what, Paul? Tell Roman that's completely okay. Because I have 3 signatures right here, I'll just simply make it for the vacant WWE Undisputed Championship. Paul didn't like that. So Paul goes down to the ring and says, it should be a one-on-one match. It should not be a 4-way match. And then LA Knight speaks up and says, I agree. It should be LA Knight versus Roman Reigns. Even though LA Knight lost, though he had him beat, and we all know it, but, the bloodline always gets involved. Another thing that came out of SmackDown that was interesting was Butch is no longer Butch.
The fucking Bruiserweight is back! The fucking British Strong Style is reunited. Two members of the British Strong Style have reunited. Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne. The Bruiserweight. I fucking love him.
You're happy now. Like,
in my opinion, the greatest WWE NXT UK champion of all time. Fuck Gunther.
It was Walter back then, I think.
I like Walter.
Yeah.
I don't know who this Gunther guy is.
I don't know who this Gunther guy is. You didn't know who that Butch guy was either.
No, I didn't know him. Pete Dunne, I know Pete Dunne.
Anyway, but no. That's basically, I don't even want to really talk about. I want to just get into the picks and get this going. But let me fix it. There's one more thing I got to say about SmackDown, though. The ending, Roman Reigns comes out, signs the contract, about to spear Orton RKO's him, and the 4-way is set. Logan Paul takes on, Kevin Owens, Rumble.
Yeah.
And I'll make those quick predictions. I got Roman retaining, and I got Logan retaining. What about you? Same? Roman and Logan retaining?
No, I got Logan losing.
You got Kevin Owens winning the belt?
Yes.
You're done with Logan.
Yep.
Alright, well, should we move the microphone for this part, or just tell them who I got?
You tell him, I'm going to go blow my nose.
Okay. Anyway, we're going to start off with a blank screen. It's going to get dark. Warning, it is going to get dark. At my number 1 pick, I have Cody Rhodes. And you see, Cody Rhodes, the reason I have him at number 1 is he's trying to finish his story. And when you finish the story, you gotta fight through everybody, make it back, blah, bitty, blah, bitty, blah. Try and make it all the way there. And I think he's gonna do it. I think he will start from number 1 and just barely lose the Rumble. I'll get to that later and everything. My number 2 pick, Jinder Mahal. Jinder Mahal will be the number 2 entrant. Little interesting, you probably say, well, why Jinder? I just think he'll be a good entrant. And he's a jobber. He's kind of a jobber, not really. He's kind of been booked really well, actually. Don't hinder Jinder, guys. He is here. He is here to be the man. And I think that this is it. I think this is really good. Good for Jinder. Keep it going. Keeping it going. And yeah, those will be my first 2 entrants in the Royal Rumble as Kobe has returned. So I will tell him real fast. Cody Rhodes.
Sinuses are clear.
Cody Rhodes and Jinder Mahal will start the match.
Man, you're doing this way too slow. Come on, let's hurry this up.
All right. Next we have Shinsuke Nakamura. The reason he's number 3. Oh, by the way, most of these matchups are gonna be like with feuds going on. These entrants are gonna go off of feuds. Next we have Theory. Austin Theory. Then at number 5 we will go with Carmelo Hayes.
Ooh.
Carmelo Hayes, whatever. Yeah. I think
We're already shooting into this.
First surprise entrant of the Rumble. Go ahead with the next one. Grayson Waller, as these 3 have been kind of in a mini feud together recently. So that's
Which
why
three?
Theory, Camelo, and Grayson throughout
yeah.
NXT, SmackDown, everywhere. Then you have JD McDonough. Good entrant. Good only he's in.
Good guy.
Oh, now we gotta.
What the?
Oh my God, what is happening?
Ah! What is
All right,
happening?
we're fine.
R-Truth.
Dom.
Dom.
Dominic Mysterio at number 9. Number 10, we got The Miz.
Awesome.
Number 11, we have Gunther. He's already declared himself from the Rumble on Raw.
That's great.
He declared himself for the Rumble.
Don't we just love seeing Gunther?
Number 12, Kofi Kingston as their
SOS.
Is he gonna save himself or is he gonna fail it this year? What are we gonna do?
No,
'Cause he's been failing. He's been failing it the past couple of years. So is he gonna make it? Or
But he's been- but
maybe
he's
we
been
should make that
stopped.
a bet line. A bet line. Will Kofi Kingston get it or will he fail it this year? I mean, he might not even be in the match.
Hey, DraftKings, there's an idea for you. Try that.
All right. Number 13, we got Bobby Lashley. He's entered himself in the Rumble. He'll be there. Shinsuke is also in. I forgot to say that.
Karrion Kross,
That's-
leader
Don't know if
of the
that's-
Testament.
So far, only 4 people on this list have actually committed to the Rumble, and they're in it. They're no matter what. Damian Priest at number 15, the Money in the Bank holder. I think he'll be cashing in tonight on Raw. We'll find
Either
out.
that or on the Rumble.
Or at the Rumble, one of the two. Drew McIntyre has also declared himself for the Rumble. He will be there.
He
better show up with broken dreams. What if he shows up?
If he just shows up with broken dreams, you're gonna have him win. But he's not gonna show up with broken dreams because the one time they nearly got close to having him show up with broken dreams,
They switched it, and he
back
lost.
to his normal theme
And he
of
lost.
gallantry.
And he lost. Number 17.
I'm telling you, he's gone.
Oh, what the heck? I don't know. Number 17 and 18, Jey Uso and Sami Zayn, respectively. Sami Zayn can technically be a surprise entrant, if you will, because he's been off TV for like a couple weeks now, since Drew McIntyre's a little attack on him.
Yeah.
So that you can kind of count that as a surprise entrant, but not really.
Hit it.
Number 19, Braun Breaker. Another surprise entrant, and I think, I'm gonna be honest right here, I think Braun Breaker, I have him more than Carmelo Hayes. I think he will be in the Rumble. If Carmelo isn't, he will be.
I'm not a big fan of Braun.
I know, but I feel like he'll be there. You know?
He probably will. I'm just not a big fan of Braun. I think Braun's a good wrestler. I just don't like his gimmicks.
Number 20, another surprise entrant, Omos, who's been gone for a while, because you got to have that big man in the Rumble.
I think we're finally going to move past Omos. I hope that Omos is
Speaking
fired.
of Omos, though, the man who shows up to eliminate him,
Who shows up to eliminate Omos?
Brock Lesnar. Yeah, I know. He's going to be there.
Yeah, Lesnar's going to show up, let's be honest.
Moving on.
Moving on, Brock Lesnar will be there. Bronson Reed. Good choice for me. I could have put a lot of people in that spot, but I chose Bronson Reed.
Can't go wrong with Big Boy Bronson. He's the big man in the match. What do you mean?
Number 23, Kalisto. He's going to eat an apple,
I spit on you.
and he'll be fighting our next entrant. Any guesses?
Santos Escobar.
Santos
I'm
Escobar.
trying to fucking sit back, but I can't fucking see.
A lot of people, you're going to think I'm putting Rey Mysterio here. No.
No, Ray's out for a while.
Andrade. Another surprise entrant.
Andrade.
Or Andrade El Idolo, if you want to call him that. Dude, we never call him that. Fuck you.
We're never forgiving you for that, Kevin Kelly. I learned you're actually not a bad commentator. You're just really fucking weird.
But the last time we saw Andrade was at World's End. He lost to Miro and CJ Perry because they're bitches. Number 26, Finn Balor.
Finn Balor, Prince Devitt, call him what you will. He should be WWE champion.
He should be. Number 27, another surprise entrant, John Cena. He's been gone for a minute. So this is like not set in stone, but he was there just like a month ago. So I feel like he'll show up.
Your time is up. My time is
Another
now.
surprise entrant. He's been off of TV for a while. Sheamus. Sheamus? He's got a good chance to go a little bit. I hope they don't just like eliminate him and just be over. You know? Number 29 is the man. Number 29, CM Punk. We all know him, CM Punk.
Look in my eyes. What do you see?
Are you singing the songs because we can't get
The
copyrighted?
cult of personality. I know your anger. I know your dreams.
And the final entrance.
I've been everything you wanna
Well-
be. Oh, I'm the cult of personality.
Alright, well, my
Click the fucking button.
Hold on, I'm trying to say the final entrant will be MJF. No, I'm joking. It's gonna be The Rock.
The Awesome Man!
What
the
The
Rock is cooking.
The Rock will be number 30. Now, I've also added some possible surprises for the Rumble. We have MJF, Okada, Kazuchika.
Hold on. Let's go down the list. Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF, greatest professional wrestler in the world today. He's a generational talent.
He will not be there.
Kazuchika
Hold on.
Okada.
He will not be there. MJF,
We're not sure.
He probably won't be.
He probably won't be. He might have. He probably re-signed with AEW in silence.
But
you never know.
Okada.
Kazuchika Okada.
We'll talk about him at the end.
Rainmaker.
We're gonna talk about him at the end.
The greatest pro wrestler, arguably, in the world today. Rey Mysterio. I don't see that one. I'm gonna be honest.
He might.
Maybe. It's a maybe.
Biggie.
I just don't see it. Dude, I would love to see Biggie.
I would love to see Big E. in the
I would love to see Biggie. I just don't think it's gonna happen.
Yep. X-Pac. We've been talking about him.
X-Pac.
He might. He posted online that he isn't going to show up, but you know how wrestlers do that? They post online to say they're not going to show up. Blah, blah,
Then
blah.
he shows up anyway.
Matt Cardona is my last possible surprise.
I don't think Matt's showing up. Matt seems desperate to be back in
well,
WWE.
Chelsea Green is his wife or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So you would think.
Yeah. Well, he's desperate to get back in.
And here's my final four for the Royal Rumble.
Cody Rhodes, CM Punk. Ooh, I clicked something. I don't know how to get out of it. What do I do?
I don't know what you did. Oh no.
What did I do?
Hold on. There we go.
Thank you.
Now we gotta do it again. Okay. Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Sheamus, and Finn Balor.
Yes, and yes. I'm fine with any of those four winning.
Really? Any of those four?
Yep. Finn Balor finally gets a chance to win at the WrestleMania. Probably won't.
Probably won't.
Sheamus has already won the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
He's won it once. Make him a two-time. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'll tell you who shouldn't win it. Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes should not.
He won last year.
He won last year. Now people are gonna say, well, why can't he go back to back? Why not finish the story? Make it harder for him to finish the story. Don't have him win. That's why he's coming in at number 1. That's why I have him at number 1. If he doesn't come in at number 1, then and he comes in at number 30, people are gonna be like, oh, well, fuck, he's gonna win the damn match.
He's winning again.
Yeah, like you gotta have him at number 1, or it's not gonna look good. Because he can make it all the way down.
I'll be honest, he doesn't even need to be at number 1, but
He can be at like number 4 or 5 or something like that.
don't put him super late into the match. You see this row right here, 11 to 20. That's a good spot. Anywhere between
Maybe even
there.
CM Punk too on that list, but I got
No, I'll let them slide if they put CM Punk really late into the match.
Yeah. And then we're going to our next side, and the winner of the Royal Rumble is CM Punk. I think
We're all shocked.
we're not shocked.
It's CM Punk.
It's gonna be CM
He's gonna
Punk.
win. He's gonna go to WrestleMania. He's gonna fight for.
Not Seth. He ain't gonna fight Seth because Seth's freaking injured. And it's
That's
just-
not necessarily. I don't know what they're doing.
Well, he said his
know-
MCL tear and some of his meniscus. I can't say it.
meniscus.
And it's only a 4-week heal time if he doesn't need surgery. So if he doesn't need surgery, it's only 4-week heal time. So he'll be ready by WrestleMania. But
That's
never
if
know.
he doesn't need surgery.
Yeah, if he needs surgery, he's gonna be out indefinitely, and we're probably gonna find out if he needs surgery on Raw tonight. So I'll be watching Raw. We're not gonna have it on the podcast, but we'll have it next week.
I'll probably be here watching it with you.
You will?
Probably.
All right. But that's that, and the Women's Royal Rumble can either go between these 3 women: Nia Jax, which would be
Nope.
terrible; Becky Lynch, please,
Probably.
or Bailey. Bailey's an option up there.
I would like Bailey to win.
The reason I think Bailey, think about it. She wins, Damage Control turns on her. Be a good one.
That'd be a good idea.
And we're gonna get into AEW.
We're moving on to AEW.
We'll end with this. This is next week's AEW collision. Oh,
I forgot clicking it does stuff.
I know.
I forget you have a touch screen.
You want to start with Dynamite, right?
Yeah.
Let's start with Dynamite.
Was this the Dynamite that I'm thinking of?
This
Samoa
was
Joe versus
Samoa Joe versus Hook Dynamite.
Okay, so
the night started off.
I don't remember
okay.
the night. Do you remember the night?
I don't remember the night entirely, but from what I remember, it was a mediocre other than the ending.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm trying to think of what.
I don't think much happened.
I think there were some matches on the card. Let me see. I know that for March 3rd, Revolution. It's going to be
Orange Cassidy versus
Strong,
Roderick Strong,
which is going to be a good one. You know, you can't go wrong with that. I'm going to try and look it up.
I'll handle major events while he's on that. Major events of both Collision and Dynamite. For one, on Collision, we have the uniting of a major faction. The Bang Bang Scissor Gang
Oh, yes.
of the Bullet Club Gold and the Acclaimed and Daddy Ass deciding to scissor and bang together. That's...
Oh, okay.
Not something I should say.
I got the card. I got the card for Dynamite. Going.
Okay.
We'll get into that in a minute, you know. But no, that's going to be interesting. Christian Cage versus Dustin Rhodes. Christian Cage obviously wins, but surprisingly, it wasn't. It was kind of clean. I mean, there was some shenanigans, but
When is there not?
there's all. Yeah, come on. But Dustin kicked out of the spear into a kill switch.
Yes, which was pretty epic.
That was good. The next match on the card was Penta and Commander versus Orange Cassidy and Trent Beretta. Who cares? We just mentioned what happened afterwards. The Mogul Embassy versus the Bullet Club Gold for the Ring of Honor titles.
Which resulted in the win for the Bullet Club Gold and
This is
now
what
being
set
the
up-
Ring of Honor Trios champions.
And this is what set up. This is what set up the Bang Bang Scissor Gang.
Afterwards, the Acclaimed would come out offering their scissors
And
for
they
them.
said we're gonna wait. They weren't gonna do it. Collision is when they finally.
When they came and they agreed to finally be Bang Bang Scissor Gang.
Anna Jay versus Darana Perez. I can't say her name very well. Can't say her name very well.
Diana Pereza?
Yeah.
Perazzo.
I can't say her name
It's
very well.
Perazzo. The
Anna Jay
Virtuosa.
won. She won. Not Anna Jay. Anna Jay lost.
The Virtuosa
I don't-
won.
The thing about Anna
And
Jay
now-
is she had just gone a title match against, and you know, I don't know.
I don't know why she was in that match. It just didn't make sense.
Anyway, but Timeless Tony Storm will probably be fighting Perazzo.
I'm pretty sure they're fighting at. I know it'll be confirmed on this Wednesday,
Yeah,
but I'm pretty sure they're fighting at Revolution for the women's title.
probably. That's what I'm thinking. Private Party versus Top Flight, where Private Party won.
Private Party won through Mark Quinn, I believe that's his name.
Yeah.
Holding the ropes.
And now I think there's a rematch incoming, as they talked about it on Collision.
Hey,
and then we're at the
shots.
Here we go.
Shots.
We're at the world title match
Shots.
now. Oh, and the Bucks. Can't forget about the Bucks'
The
little
Bucks
promo.
made it clear you better respect them. They built this.
They're
place.
no longer Nick and Matt Jackson. They are Nicholas and Matthew.
And Matthew Jackson, you better respect the Young Bucks. Nah, not the Young Bucks. I didn't touch anything.
My God! Whoa!
I didn't touch anything.
The hell? Okay, we'll fix it later. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm so sorry. I didn't touch anything, I swear.
Anyway, but
Anyway, moving on.
Hook versus Samoa Joe.
Hook versus Samoa Joe was
got
one
absolutely.
of the most
He got fucked.
was one of the most brutal examples of we need to build up our champion. I'm sorry, Hook. You had to be the one to build him up.
Yeah.
I think everyone's been forgetting that Samoa Joe is Samoa fucking Joe.
Yeah.
And Samoa Joe came out to remind you all who the fuck he is.
Yeah.
He beat the fucking shit out of Hook. It wasn't even close.
Yeah.
He threw him around, he manhandled him, he did whatever he wanted to him.
All right. AEW Collision. We'll get to that now. Adam Copeland defeats what's his name, Dante Martin in a open Copeland challenge. That's what they're calling it. The Cope
Copeland
Open
challenge.
The Cope Open, I think, is what they're calling it. I don't know, but that's cool. He won, obviously. Then there was okay. Oh, they're gonna do everything. They're not gonna show pictures.
Do you need a fucking picture book?
No,
Can
no,
you
no,
read?
no. I can read. Hold on. Moxley versus Shane Taylor, which Moxley would win.
Wow.
And then-
John Moxley versus Shane Taylor, and Moxley won?
Moxley then said, "I'm gonna." Should I read it word for word or just?
I'll quote him.
You can quote Moxley.
Moxley, quote, begin quote, everybody watching here,
watching, hear this. Right now, I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off beyond belief. I'm hungry beyond belief. From this moment on, I'm not taking any crap from anyone or anything. In the year of 2024, anyone who wants to step in this ring with me, anyone who calls themselves a colleague or teammate, you only have to do one thing. Keep the hell up! John Moxley's in a mood.
He's in a mood. The Cope Open happened. Copeland won.
Jesus. I was so fucking stuffed up with snot.
Hold on.
Give me the phone. Give me the phone. I want to do some moments.
I'm getting to it. Hold on.
Give
Thunder
me the
Rosa.
fucking phone.
Thunder Rosa defeats Queen Amita.
Queen Amita.
Thunder Rosa is back. Finally.
Ring of Honor 6-man tag team titles came out to the ring and they celebrated. They celebrated the fact that they were the new Trios champions, and they introduced a new member of Bullet Club Gold as it is out with Card Blade and in
With Card Juice.
with Rock Hard Card Juice Robinson.
We could just call him this. Rock Card.
Rock Card Juice Robinson. Hey, AEW, you're welcome.
I don't know if that's what they're calling him, but that's what they should call him. Rock
That's what they
Card.
should call him.
That's hilarious. Rock. They
And
might
the-
get it confused, but you know.
The formation began of the Bang Bang.
And
Scissor
I'll
Gang.
put up the scissor. You put up the Bang Bang Gang. We put it together. Ah, baby. Anything else up there that
We had the backstage footage from the week's Dynamite of Timeless Tony Storm,
Okay, we don't care.
Mariah
Yeah, we
May,
don't
and Luther addressing that they will be face to face with the virtuosa
next week on?
Diana Perrazzo this week on Wednesday Dynamite. We had the House of Black, Buddy Matthew versus Daniel Garcia. Now the match began with the whole House of Black coming down to most likely molest Daniel Garcia. Before Daniel Garcia came down, and he was joined by the top guys, FTR.
I don't remember what happened because I think we left at the very end of the match, but I do know a brawl started.
A big brawl started, and now we have
this goddamn
FTR
I
and
wanna
Daniel
mention-
Garcia
you know what I wanna
versus
mention?
House of Black in an elimination trios steel cage.
You know what I want to mention here?
What?
They are legit trying to compete with AEW. No one's gonna watch this. I'm sorry, this is a banger freaking match, but everyone's gonna be watching the Royal Rumble. I don't see anybody watch. Luckily, we record, so we're gonna watch it later. But
I don't know why they're trying to compete with WWE. I get it. They gotta like.
you can't compete with the Royal Rumble, man. You just
You
can't.
can.
You can
though. You can. I
It's the
don't.
Royal Rumble, though, man.
It's a okay. Name me two cards. Let me two matches on that card that are more interesting, other than the Royal Rumble matches.
Logan
Two
Paul-
matches.
Logan, and there only is 2 matches. And that's
One
Logan,
is the world title match, and the other is Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens, which I don't give a fuck about.
Yeah. So
The only reason people are watching the Royal Rumble
It's
is
for
for
the
the
Rumble.
Royal Rumble. And guess what? Some people don't want to watch the Women's Royal Rumble. I'm going to be honest. They don't want to fucking watch it. So they might go watch Collision while they wait for the Men's Royal Rumble
however,
to start.
last year the men's started off the night, so maybe they'll switch it up this year and the women's will start off the night. 'cause
Who knows?
I don't know.
Who knows? I'm not saying
'Cause I
it'll
remember
happen.
Roman ended it last year with the famous steel chair heard around the world where, Sami Zayn, bang! Yeah. Any more results for Collision that we left
had
after this? So.
Roderick Strong versus Matt Sydal
Oh, Roderick won.
with Roddy winning.
Yep. Oh, I think someone has arrived.
Then the main event, Continental Crown Champion Eddie Kingston and Ortiz versus Blackpool Combat Club's American Dragon Brian Danielson
I don't know
and
who won this.
Claudio Castagnoli.
Who won this? We don't know who won this. Yeah.
All right, so the match ended when Danielson put Ortiz in the bell lock. Ortiz reached the ropes. Danielson captured the wrists of Ortiz and began to stomp on his head. Claudio forced Kingston to watch the assault on Ortiz. Danielson nailed Ortiz with a running knee strike and pinned
So
Ortiz.
hit him with
After the
leg
match,
knee.
Danielson told Kingston he would not hold his titles long and then spat at him. Danielson left the ring smirking while Kingston checked on Ortiz. Ladies and
So
gentlemen,
they're heels again. I don't understand that. I don't understand.
that's the Blackpool Combat Club's for right now. It's just they're just to fill whatever hole they need to fill right now.
Yeah.
And they're guys who can do it. So, ladies and gentlemen,
That's it.
Well, we got one news. We got a couple things real fast. I'm gonna mention this week's Dynamite, and we already mentioned that match. It's the only match confirmed for Collision. But let me mention this week's Dynamite real fast, and the Okada news. Let's start with that real fast while I get this pulled up.
Kazuchika Okada is confirmed to be leaving New Japan Pro Wrestling in 2024. We don't know where he's going. It was very abrupt. We don't know how it's going to happen. But ladies and gentlemen,
I think he's going to
the
AEW.
Rainmaker is gone.
It's either AEW or WWE. People say TNA. He might. You can't count out TNA. You cannot count out TNA. But I think he's going to go to either WWE or AEW. He can't show up at the Rumble, though. He's a possible surprise, but, his contract apparently ends on the 31st, and obviously the Rumble's on the 27th, so he's probably not going to show up to the Rumble. Here is the card for Dynamite. Have you seen the card for Dynamite yet? You have or you haven't? You have Minoru Suzuki takes on...
Minoru Suzuki?
I can't say his name, bro. You say it.
Minoru.
Okay.
Say it.
Minoru.
Minoru. Min or Ru?
He's fighting Adam Copeland.
Say Suzuki right fucking
Suzuki.
now. Now say Minoru. Minoru. Say it loud. Say it proud.
Minoru Suzuki takes
There
on
you
Adam
go.
Copeland. Okay. Adam Copeland, that'll be a fun one. Jeff Hardy takes on Swerve Strickland.
Then I swerve.
Sorry,
then I
sorry,
drive,
Jeff.
Then I swerve. Catch a vibe.
Penta's gonna lose to Hangman. I'm literally already said it. Timeless Tony Storm face to face with Peraza. We'll hear from Sting.
Peraza.
Whatever, man. We'll hear from Sting and Darby Allin. Wardlow takes on Trent Beretta. Gonna be a good one.
Poor Trent.
It's gonna be the first non-squash.
Poor fucking
match.
Trent.
You think it's still gonna be a squash match?
Yes. What the fuck?
I'm sorry, Trent. And then the match I wanted to talk about last, because the Mogul Embassy will be taking on the Acclaimed and Daddy Ass. Why the hell for the AEW?
For the AEW World Champion.
Why the hell are they getting a title match when they just lost theirs? That's
Because
they helped. That's kind of stupid, though.
they no, it's not even because they held him forever. It's just because they challenged him.
Yeah.
They probably challenged him, and they said okay. So do we have anything else to talk about?
No, I think that is the end.
We can
of
talk
this
about
podcast.
the Royal Rumble. We can talk about anything else, but I think we can because we don't care.
So this week,
I'm hungry. He's hungry. I'm stuffed up. I don't want to be here anymore. Love you guys. See you guys.
whoa, we're not done.
What do you mean?
I gotta mention
What
next
do you
week's
mean?
podcast.
What do you mean? Next week's podcast, we're gonna have a pool match between me and that other little shit. We're gonna have more news. We're gonna have Dynamites and WWE's news. We're gonna have more Royal Rumble news. We're gonna have a debate between me and some dumb bitch who thinks color guard is a sport, and I'm furious that I have to even debate this because it's not.
One more thing. Should I do my live reactions to the Rumble and put it on next week?
No.
That is no. Okay.
No.
That's gonna be a no. But
Because we'll be giving our reactions here.
And then, of course, I'll talk about football, the preview on Saturday, because we'll film half of it Saturday, half of it Monday. So I'll give my review and then my preview. Yeah. Anyway, that's the end of this podcast, guys.
Stay spicy.
The Basement. We will see you next time.
Stay spicy, ladies and gentlemen.